please check your phones and make sure that they are set to silent mode. Hopefully, you've had the opportunity to scan the QR code at the door to download tonight's program to garner a little bit more information on tonight's concert. We have a very busy night planned as we honor our seniors and, of course, bring you some outstanding performances. And on the stage right now is our jazz ensemble, who is getting set to perform Sing, Sing, Sing by Louis Prima and Down to the Nightclub by Stephen Kupka. Joining the ensemble is a very special guest, and here to introduce him is our jazz band director, Jeff Fudale.
We're really fortunate this evening. I have a great friend of mine. You're going to get to meet a lot of wonderful people from kind of my past who are going to come back and play with us tonight. He is the director of jazz studies at University School. He is one of the premier saxophone players probably on this side of the Mississippi, and I like to be able to call him one of my dearest friends. This is Mr. David Kay. He's with us tonight.
No, don't look. Don't look. Just use this button. But they're leaving open. I know, but like, they're open to like, okay, can they actually like focus on the there's
Next on stage is our concert band, who will perform for you Aztec Fire by Jay Bocock, a bold piece with plenty of Latin excitement and drive. The Forge of the Vulcan by Michael Sweeney, a piece that musically describes the birthplace of the mythological god of fire and metalworking. And The Great Movie Adventure, a compilation of some of the movie scores by Oscar-winning composer John Williams. Under the direction of Brett Benson and Jeff Fudale, we present the Berea-Midpark Concert Band. Of course, tonight is our Senior Awards concert, and we would like you to meet the band class of 2024. Each of our seniors are receiving a fine framed certificate indicating their accomplishments while they were in the band program. So as we call your name, please come up to the stage, beginning with Vinnie Del Santo. Daniel Pallison. Madeline Halsey. Graham Dort. Keenan Roberts. Sam Murda. Ari Gary. Jackson Jonathan. It's not the NFL draft. Just get your seat. Solomon Smirnovitz. Bailey Jelinek.
I know Bailey.
Jordan Maddox. Henry Maxwell. Anthony Matei. Nick Spencer. Alex Sauskowski. Colin Miller. Yejin Kim. Lily Lawley. Ryutu Hu. Madeline Timko. Elizabeth Calvis. Matt Henry. Fine hand for Jack Daenerys. And Thomas Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, the band class of 2024. And now, please welcome to the stage our symphonic band. They are performing for you Carnegie Anthem by William Owens, a musical salute to the famed Carnegie Hall. Folk Song Festival by Ryan Nolan, or more appropriately, Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Nolan, director of the President's own United States Marine Corps Band. Lieutenant Colonel Nolan is a good friend of the Berea-Midpark Band program, having paid a virtual visit to our band students a few years ago. And Music for a Darkened Theater by Danny Elfman, a compilation of some of TV and film's spookier productions. And now, the Berea-Midpark Symphonic Band, once again, under the direction of Mr. Brett Benson and Mr. Jeff Fudale.
Thank you. We're going to move into another awards part of our evening. We have a number of awards to present this evening to our outstanding students. And as I always say, when you have a band program, you have a lot of outstanding students. So you're really, it's a fine line with the students that we're recognizing this evening. The Director's Award is our first award. This award is designed to pay recognition to an underclass student who has displayed the outstanding qualities of cooperation, work ethic, dependability, and leadership. This year, we'd like to present our Director's Award to Emma Escalier. The Katie Shower Memorial Award, and I remind the kids of this because it pertains to the merger and it pertains to Disney. And Katie came over from Midpark and unfortunately was sick the year we went to Disney. Didn't make the trip with us, and when we got back from the trip, Katie passed. So we have a memorial award for her. She was just a wonderful person. The Katie Shower Award recognizes a student who loves music, their family and friends, and who has what it takes to put up a fight when life challenges you. May your spirit and strength be an inspiration to others as well. We'd like to present 2 Katie Shower Memorial Awards. First one's going to go to Madeline Timko. And our second recipient is Keenan Roberts. The Tom Farmer Behind the Scenes Award. See, when we first designed this, Tom was never out in front. Now he's always out in front, and he's barking orders at me. So we're probably going to have to change the name of this award to... we're calling it, This Is All About Tom Show. This award is presented to this evening, deserving students who always give their best effort in making our band program a better place. Like Tom, this student or these students work tirelessly without worrying about who's being recognized for the dedication to the Titan Band. This evening, we'd like to present our first one to Anthony Matei. Anthony's up in the end, taking up grass, and he's coming down. So this guy goes into this club. Our second one's going to Dan Pallison. We have some musicians up in the balcony, and you're going to hear them in a few minutes here. The United States Marine Corps offers the Semper Fi Award for musical excellence to one high school senior who is recommended by their band director as one of the most outstanding and deserving senior band members. It gives me great pleasure to present our Semper Fi Award to Solomon Skrinovitz. Oh, okay, yep, sorry. The Dan Barth Achievement Award. Dan, which side are you on? Over here? Yep, Dan's right up here. If I ask Dan to come out, he might jump. The Dan Barth Achievement Award is presented to a band student who demonstrates a willingness to work hard and prepare the sound of music to the best of their ability. Like Dan Barth, this student always gets the job done. It gives me great pleasure to present the Dan Barth Award to Matt Henry. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Louis Armstrong was an outstanding musician who introduced listeners around the world to jazz. Each year, an outstanding jazz musician is chosen from the jazz ensemble for their overall performance and willingness to improvise. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Louis Armstrong Award to Alex Oskowski. The Patrick S. Gilmore Award was introduced in 1994 in honor of the legendary bandmaster and impresario of the Civil War. The award honors outstanding high school band students and their achievements and commitment to the band. It is presented annually to the runner-up to the Suzu Award. It gives me great pleasure to present the Patrick S. Gilmore Award to Elizabeth Galvis. The John Philip Suzu Award recognizes those young musicians displaying superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, loyalty, cooperation, and other qualities of conduct which school instrumental music programs strive to impart. The Suzu Award is the most prestigious nationwide prize in the school band field. It gives me great pleasure to present my last John Philip Suzu Award to Henry Maxwell. Oh, yeah! That concludes our awards. We're going to move in to the announcer coming back now, so I better get out of the way before I get pushed. Tom.
Do you know who the first one to get lost when we put these presentations together? Do you know who he asks? What are we doing next? Counting the days. To wrap up our evening, we present our symphonic winds. They begin their set with Incantation and Dance by John Barnes Chance, a fascinating piece written in 1960. Under the direction of Brett Benson, we present the Berea-Midpark Symphonic Winds with Incantation and Dance. Joining our symphonic winds on stage, please welcome, under the direction of Sarah Novak, the Berea-Midpark Symphonic Singers, and under the direction of Michelle George, the Berea-Midpark Chamber Orchestra. Our next piece is a collaboration piece, not only between the band, choir, and orchestra, but also between Berea-Midpark's Broadcasting and Video Production Department, headed up by Miss Katie Street. And we want to send a special thank you to the person who edited this, Mr. Max Yanashevsky. The piece is called Hymn to the Fallen by John Williams. It was written for the movie Saving Private Ryan and dedicated to those who gave their lives on D-Day nearly 80 years ago. Tonight, these students are coming together to honor those family members in uniform, past and present, military and first responder, who you will see displayed on the screen. And now, we present the Berea-Midpark Symphonic Winds, Symphonic Singers, and Chamber Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Jeff Fudale with Hymn to the Fallen. wait for most of them to get off the stage. Okay. All right, do your yuckiness now then. Go ahead and play it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, you mentioned the band. You guys are very well known for your band. What has kept it so successful year in and year out?
Well, we have a long tradition of a family, the Fudale family, that the father was the director and he handed the baton over to his son, and he's been the director for many years now, and there's just this rich tradition to be part of the Berea band.
And of course, my other son, Jeff Fudale, together for us starting last spring. Came up for the show tonight from Kent State.
Well, Jim, I was worried about you when you took the position, and I no longer worry about it since you won't be there. However, I am proud of you, and you did a great job.
Here you go. Clap, clap. Okay, quick stop for a second. Now, does everybody know which one's your left foot? Everybody put your left foot. Make sure which one is your right foot. So put that one up in the air at the same time.
I don't think you really ever think that your band is ready, but I think you do your best each week to put the kids in the best position to be successful.
What a terrific job by the marching band, the pride of Berea, Jeff Fudale.
Hey, Mr. Fudale, congratulations on a well-earned retirement. I hope you know that I am here right now studying music education at Ohio State, largely in part because of you and your impact on me as a teacher, as a musician, and as a person. And it's a career and lifestyle that I could not be more excited for, so thank you for everything.
Upstairs, but now we have the Berea Braves here. I didn't know this. I came out. Jeff Fudale is the director, and we used to be in a band together called Schaefer. My brother and I used to perform, and he was our drummer.
What a nice name for a band.
I just want to say this in dancing. This group right here, this band is outstanding. What a great sounding people.
This morning, we've been talking and listening to the Berea High School Marching Band. Andy Farmer is a junior tuba player with the band. He joins us now. And Andy, tell us what's the best part about being in the band for you?
Hey Jeff, Andy Farmer, class of 2006. I can't believe that interview was 20 years ago. Absolutely embarrassing. I didn't want to go into television, but instead wanted to follow in your footsteps as a band director. Every day, as your student, you demonstrated meaningful ways to motivate students to always do their best. For example, it was you who completely changed the trajectory of my life when you handed me a tuba and a clarinet mouthpiece and said, "Good luck." Enjoy your retirement, Jeff.
We're excited with what the future holds, also with maybe having another group of high school kids join us from Mid-Park, and we have a lot of newbies then all together down the road. I'm really excited that we're going to add all those other kids together and we're going to form one high school. And just think of the band program we can definitely have.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Berea-Midpark Titan Marching Band.
Hey, Mr. Fudale, this is me, Terrell. I wanted to congratulate you on a very well-deserved retirement. You've done a lot for the Berea and Midpark communities, respectively. I can definitely attest to that, as I definitely wouldn't be the person I am today without your help. So, congratulations to you. Hi, Mr. Fudale. We want to congratulate you on your retirement. Best of luck with your future endeavors. Cheers! Cheers!
Oh, God, love it. We were here 3 years ago, so we're happy to be back. We love Columbus, we love Ohio State.
Hi, Jeff. It's Russ Mickelson from Ohio State University. Wanted to send a quick note of congratulations on your retirement after 35 years of teaching. That's a lot of concerts and a lot of students that you have influenced over that time. Congratulations.
Thou art retired.
5 deserve gratitude. Many blessings upon thee. Huzzah!
Jeff, thank you for the time and care that you have put into this program. Thank you for the love that you have shown to our students, and thank you for helping to shape who I am as a musician, an educator, and most importantly, as a person. I wish you all the best in your retirement with your beautiful family. Congratulations.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me
Hi, Jeff. A million dreams? Probably more like 2 or 3 million. Well, greetings from the wonderful land of retirement. I've been for more than 40 years, all the way back to BGSU. From bus trips to football games, Disney trips, Myrtle Beach, starting our families, etc. Through it all, we have certainly been through a lot as a couple, and we never even got divorced. Thanks for being such a good friend and a great teacher. Happy retirement, and try to find the time to celebrate.
Yeah, congratulations, Jeff. You know, you've done so much for the school and your students and the community. I do have two small requests. You cannot stay home 24/7. And then with your free time, you know, maybe you might start looking for a puppy.
Goodbye, my friend. It's not the end. See you again, but now it's time to go.
So this is what we call the pulling teeth part of the show. For months, we have been warning Jeff that this was coming, and his answer was always, just don't let it interfere with the seniors. I've known Jeff for 23 years, and nowhere in that time span did anything come before the students. Not even the band announcements, which were clearly the highlight of the marching season. But before Jeff heads off to a life of golf, or more accurately, according to Jacob and Brendan, a life of looking for his golf ball in the weeds and doing some embarrassing dance after he shanks a drive, and before he heads off to a life with Anne, constantly reminding him to wipe the mustard off his shirt, there are a few things we'd like to do. The center of Jeff's teaching life are his students, and two of the finest are here right now. Please welcome seniors Elizabeth Calvis and Henry Maxwell.
So on behalf of the class of 2024, Henry and I put together a scrapbook of some of the highlights of Mr. Fudale's great career, and it includes pictures from the last 35 years and before that, as well as notes from current and former students, colleagues, and friends.
So first, I'd like to thank my mom, Tracy Maxwell, and our band boosters, along with Mr. Farmer, for helping us in our class honor Mr. Fudale's legendary career. Our goal is to make something that highlights his best moments as a part of our program, as well as the impact on the people he worked with. So to you, Mr. Fudale, we say thank you. You've touched so many lives and sparked musical interest in thousands of students. You've taken your respected bands all over the nation to contests, Ohio State Skull Sessions, Disney World, and more. But I think even you would agree that the most special part of your career is not where you've been or the music you've performed, but it's how you've made your students feel on a daily basis. You've made your band rooms a safe space for all kinds of students, musician or not. I can speak for many people in this room and out in our community in saying that you're one of the best teachers we've ever had. And while many of us will go on to play in college and in our adult lives, I don't think very many of us will encounter another director that is as knowledgeable, caring, and as fun to play for as you are. You really are one of the best, and your efforts certainly don't go unappreciated, as we all recognize the impact you have on us. We hope you enjoy this book as a memory of all the great things you've done for so many people.
Shorter than me. Next, we have a very special presentation. Please welcome Education Foundation Board Member and Superintendent of the Berea City Schools, Tracy Wheeler, and Berea-Midpark Band Booster President, Tracy Maxwell.
I first want to start, Mr. Fudale started the night off with the jazz band, and he introduced our guest performer. And the comment he made was, he joins us as one of the finest musicians this side of the Mississippi, and that you are. But I also want to say, I think we've all been witness tonight to some of the finest and most talented students this side of the Mississippi. Through a lot of band concerts, and by far the combination of the band, choir, and orchestra tonight is probably one of the most moving pieces I've ever sat through, so congratulations, that was absolutely amazing. So why I'm really here is several weeks ago, the Berea Education Foundation unanimously approved the request for the creation of a new scholarship. Most of you sitting here tonight have been witness to the role that for decades Mr. Fudale and the Fudale family have played in positively influencing so many of our Berea City School District students. A scholarship in the name of the Fudale family has been created. The creation of this scholarship by a family who once taught, currently teaches, and has positively influenced students can have a profound impact. Not only does it provide financial support for deserving students, you okay, Jeff? But it also perpetuates this family's legacy of education and service. By investing in the educational aspirations of others, the Fudale family will continue to inspire generations and foster a community that values learning and generosity are cherished, where learning and generosity are cherished and upheld. On behalf of the students, staff, and families of the Berea City School District, I want to say thank you to the Fudale family for all that you have done, continue to do, and for giving back to our kids. And I know, can you turn on the lights real quick, Mr. Sobiak? At this time, I just want, if the Fudale family would just please stand so that we can recognize you and appreciate it. Again, thank you for the creation of the scholarship. At this time, Tracy Maxwell is going to tell you a little bit more about the Fudale family and also give a little bit of more information and background on the actual scholarship itself.
So when you think about the Fudales, and Jeff Fudale in particular, the first thing you probably think about is band. Jeff has been leading the high school band here for over 30 years, following the footsteps of his late father, Jim Fudale, also known affectionately as Senior Fudale. Both have grown and nurtured this program into what it is today. Literally thousands of students have benefited from participating in the band program. Many Fudale family members have educated our Berea City School District students and served our community. Senior Mr. Fudale dedicated over 30 years to teaching the district, laying the foundation of our band program and preparing it for Jeff to grow even further. Mrs. Fudale was the first to coordinate the band trip to Disney. Instituting practices still followed today, and she has altered and repaired probably more uniforms and dresses than we can probably count. And she was also the founder of our now famous Hoagie Drive. Mr. and Mrs. Fudale set an example of service for their children and for their grandchildren. Daughter Jean Laughlin served as an instructional assistant at RAIM for 22 years. Son Jim Fudale was a special education teacher at Big Creek, retiring after 34 years. Son Joe Fudale retired as a lieutenant after 35 years with the Olmsted Township Fire Department. Son Jeff Fudale has dedicated 35 years to teaching and making the band program what it is today. Daughter Jody Carlson is in her 33rd year teaching, first at Smith and now at Grindstone Elementary. And just this year, grandson Brendan Fudale joined the staff at Brook Park Elementary, and grandsons Jacob Fudale and Joe Fudale also serve as teachers in other districts. Our community is better because of the many contributions made by Jeff and his family. In honor of Jeff's retirement, we have established the Fudale Family Scholarship through the Education Foundation. I'd like to thank the founding funders for this award, Brett Benson, Barb Draves, Tom Farmer, my family, and the BMHS Band Boosters. The scholarship will award $1,000 scholarship each year to an eligible student starting this year. Graduating seniors, you've already received the application. Just remember, it's due May 5th. The recipient will be announced on Scholarship Award Night here at the high school on May 16th. And the scholarship will be managed and the recipient selected by the Education Foundation. So what we're going to do is continue to raise funds that are needed to make this a permanent scholarship. Our goal is to raise $25,000, which will allow the scholarship to be made each and every year from the interest earnings. And this is where we need your help. There's a QR code in the little mini flyer that you're handed as you came in today with information. They'll take you to information about the scholarship. We will have flyers available out in the lobby afterwards at our reception. And there's a QR code and information embedded within the program as well. So if you are able to and interested, if you could help us get to our goal, we would be very appreciative so that a future band student can always receive the Fudale Family Scholarship each year. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you, Jeff Fudale, for your many years of service to our children and the many ways you've impacted and enriched their lives. Greatly appreciated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Fudale.
Shortest introduction you ever gave me, Tom, and you didn't even poke fun at me. First of all, I want to thank Tracy Wheeler, Tracy Maxwell, and all the people who were involved in the scholarship. It was nice because Dad found out about that a couple weeks ago, and he was tickled. The road out here, he loved it and talked about it all the time, asked if the kids liked marching on the road, and I always teased him. I said, yeah, I'd make them take off their shoes. But he didn't know about the scholarship before he left us, so I'm going to try and get through this, and I'm going to do my best on it. I'm just going to kind of bury my head down. I wrote some notes down. So many people have approached me and asked me why I'm retiring. Doing this for 35 years is a long time. Leading the band program while merging two rival schools, teaching through a global pandemic while moving into a new building in the last 10 years of your career has definitely taken its toll on me. I'm extremely humbled by all the kind words and congratulations I've received throughout this year, and have some acknowledgments I would like to make. I'd first like to thank my teachers, my first drum instructor, Harry Damus, my first band director, Angelo Fortini, Dr. Wayne Gorder of Kent State, Fred Lewis of Vandercook, Gary Lewis, John Waters, and Dr. Russ Mickelson of Ohio State, and Mike Burrett of the Eastman School for the valuable lessons taught in music and in life. I'd like to thank the Fairview City Schools, the Board of Education, and the administration that took a chance on a first-year teacher from Kent State who had only a name and little experience. My first 3 years at Fairview hold a special place in my heart and prepared me for the position I currently hold. I still smile when I think of my first marching band of 35 students and the students sleeping in tents on my lawn after earning their first superior rating at state contest. They rolled my house and then stayed over to clean it up. I'd like to thank Paul Winkle, Berea High School principal, who saw the potential in a young teacher and was not afraid to make the hire when my father retired from Berea High School. To all my colleagues and administrators, thank you for inspiring young minds and caring for the students in our communities. Your support of all the programs at our schools makes for very memorable experiences for the students. You do not hear it enough, but you make a difference, and I hope you continue making a difference in the lives of our students. To any booster, parent or adult who has served on a committee, fitted a uniform, washed a stinky band shirt, attended a meeting, donated money, served a snack, made a hoagie, chaperoned a band trip, provided security, bought a button or a shirt, attended a performance, or transported students to an event, thank you. The band boosters have been the gold standard for all of our booster groups in the district for years, and your efforts do not go unnoticed. To my parents, Jim and Jackie Fudale, and my brothers Jim, Joe, sisters Jean and Jody, I know I was a bit of a knucklehead growing up, and my college experience at Cleveland State is something we cannot mention. I'm still amazed that none of us got lost on the many camping trips we took growing up. Having Dad look over my shoulder was difficult, but was necessary for my success. Thank you for all for transporting Mom and Dad to Thursday night rehearsals, band concerts. Their presence and performance evaluations were the highlight of my evenings. To Dan Barth, my partner for over 30 years, you kept me focused when the ideas got too crazy and made sure I was where I was supposed to be on many occasions. We had many great memories of trips to Midwest, Disney, and occasional golf trips to Myrtle Beach. I couldn't have done this without you, Dan. To Brett Benson, I knew the first time I met you that our students would love your energy and passion for music. Watching you work and relate to the bands has given me the reassurance that I needed to know that the program is in good hands. You are a terrific educator, and I'm excited to see where you take the program next. John Chapman, thank you. You were there when I started at Fairview, putting tubas together from parts in a box and teaching my first band, Long Train. You've always been there for me and the students of our program, and having your children go through the program was a real treat for me. Thanks for helping to keep me grounded and for the mentorship you have provided a first-year teacher named Fudale in your building. Tom Farmer, what can I say? You took over duties of announcing of the band when Dan and I were making stuff up on the way to games. It's true. I'm not proud of that. You stepped into the role of treasurer and have kept the books for almost 2 decades. You've been a great friend and an asset to the program, and I cannot thank you enough for your contributions to the band. To my wife Ann, sons Jacob and Brendan, and their beautiful girlfriends Claire and Kat, thanks for the love and support throughout the years. I could have never imagined my life would have turned out the way it has, and I'm certainly glad it did. I'm looking forward to even more golf, beach vacations, dinners together, and games of Yahtzee. I am proud to be your father and grateful to be your husband. My final thanks goes to all my students, past and present. You made coming to work fun. Being a part of your lives as you moved into adulthood was a bonus perk of the job. The laughs and tears in the office made me realize that I was more than a band director early on. Seeing the smiles as you performed and hearing you talk about the family atmosphere in the band reassured me that we were doing things the right way. I'd like to leave you with these final thoughts, students. Be thankful for the gifts you have. Don't take the little things for granted. Stay humble and true to yourself. And finally, love. Now more than ever, we need love in our world, and I'm counting on you to show it. Please don't be upset that this journey is over. Be grateful that it happened. I know I am. Thank you.
Our final number of the night will be performed using offstage instrumentation called antiphonal brass. This style is used for a variety of reasons to enhance the music's presentation, and in this case, you will feel the power of Kalinikov's finale to Symphony No. 1. Our antiphonal brass section, located in the balconies above, are comprised of students, former students, and colleagues of Jeff's, who he has formed relationships with over his 35 years of teaching. The complete list of performers is in our program, but if you wouldn't mind giving them a round of applause for joining us tonight. Between 1894 and 1895, Vasily Kalinikov wrote Symphony No. 1, and upon its completion, he dedicated it to his music teacher. How fitting that the relationship between students and teacher can be found in the music of his final performance as director of bands at Berea-Midpark. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Berea-Midpark Symphonic Winds and their special guests with Kalinikov's finale to Symphony No. 1 under the direction of Mr. Jeff Fudale.
Thank you.